Cheers. All right. Now, what kind of beers do the boys in Genus Ordinis Dei drink?
A shit one.
Shit one, yeah.
Shit ones. All the money went to the horses in the music videos.
Yeah, exactly.
Beautiful. All right. Well, hello, and welcome to the Rock and Roll Podcast. I'm your host, John Harris. Gratefully, on my right-hand side is my right-hand man, Gabriel.
We gotta hunt some edicts here.
Gotta hunt some edicts, baby. And the great thing about Gabriel is he actually just fell down the stairs, and he's totally fine. So we're really happy about that. You could call it the glare of deliverance, or maybe that's not it at all. Today on the Rock and Roll Podcast, we have, as I would say in English, Genus Ordinis Dei.
Yeah, quite good.
Yeah, but I imagine something more like Genus Ordinis Dei has a new album called. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. Good. Or just God.
Genus.
Yeah, right.
Genus, not genus, genus.
Genus.
And the rest was perfect.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Beautiful. They've got a new album called Glare of Deliverance, which is going to be released on December 4th via Eclipse Records. Right now I'm being joined by Tommy and Steven to share some more information about what the band has got going on, what they've been up to, how this year has gone for them. And it'll be a really good place to touch base because the last time the band was on was a couple of years ago. So it's really good to see that the band is still alive and kicking because they're doing some really cool stuff. So, boys, welcome to the show.
Woo-hoo.
Woo-hoo. Let's do it. Bam. Great. Now, one of the things actually I'm really excited about is we've got Tommy here. And Tommy, I've got on my notes here that you do the orchestral arrangements, correct?
Yeah. Yes.
One of the things that really stood out to me, especially in the track Edict, was how the orchestral arrangement really enhances, provides a lot of emotion, but somehow miraculously does not conflict at all whatsoever with a very dense death metal mix.
Thank you. That's correct. Yeah. Are you wondering why, or are you just telling me that's how it is? You felt like that, or I mean, my question is, did you like it? Is this what you like about it, or is something that you prefer that something will be more orchestral or more,
or
less orchestral, more metal or whatever?
Well, it's pretty metal. I don't know if you could get any more metal. But I guess where I'm coming from with my question is, how did you do that? And not just specifically with that song, but maybe in general. What goes into creating symphonic death metal where I'm not hearing a collusion of sounds, but rather I'm hearing a very polished piece of work that I couldn't imagine it working any other way?
Yeah, it's been, I think that the hardest part of the mixing process and the creative process, as you said, mixing the two situations, or the metal thing, the guitars and the drums especially, with the so massive orchestral arrangements. So yeah, it's been first of all, I did it a lot of times and I failed. So this is not our first try, and this is our third album. Sorry. So yes, this is what I wanted to do, and finally this time I'm honest. This is the first time that we are able to produce our album from the beginning, from scratch to the final product, completely on our own. So we had time, and I had time to make a lot of practice, a lot of trial, and a lot of mistakes, a lot of and then we had time to mix and to make it listen to the guys and say, okay, there's too much French horns here, okay, there's too much choir, there's too much guitar, and so we took months to get this balance. I think it's what you're saying, it's balanced, and I think it is. It's balanced.
Yeah,
right. Yeah, it's balanced.
Well, and especially since we've got Steven here, how do you balance bass guitar with, say, a bass instrument and a cello instrument in the mix?
So here, it's always Tommy's fault. And I'm saying, no, to be fair, Tommy wrote down all the parts and everything, especially for bass, guitars. I mean, he wrote down all the parts for all the instruments, and he was so precise in it. And he decided, you're going to play these notes in this perfect time, and you're not gonna do anything else because you're gonna ruin my mix otherwise. So he was super precise, and he said, "You're gonna play this and nothing else." I mean, of course, we got some good times and in the studio and trying to do something else and maybe trying something, but pretty much was everything was in his head. It is a fucking genius, dude.
Well, I mean, something else you mentioned, like French horns. I mean, like brass in general, and violins and violas clashing with guitars. I mean, there's so much fighting for the same space.
Yeah, there is. And when I listen back to my album, and I did like 1,000 times, and now I'm so annoyed by my music, and I don't want to listen to Genus Ordinis Dei anymore. But I think we did a great job balancing these two situations. You know, also the vocals, because also the vocals are in the same range, and the guitars are in the same range, and all the orchestra, especially not exactly the violins, much more the fucking French horns. The French horns are a fucking mess to mix with the guitars, and also with the high mid part of the drums. I mean, I spent a lot of time doing this, and once we liked it, we said, okay, this is good.
Yeah, that's true. We didn't see him for a couple of months. I think he was closed down here.
Yeah.
I guess under further examination, it was pure torture for you.
Yeah. It was a pure torture. Yeah.
Beautiful. Now, you mentioned a couple of months being shut down. Obviously, coronavirus hit Italy pretty hard, especially at the beginning, and I understand it's still going on. How has this year been for you guys? Is the album being released on time, or has it been pushed out as a result of coronavirus?
So, if I'm not wrong, because I'm very bad in dates, I'm pretty sure that the album is still on time. We were deciding about the releasing about December, so it's still for December. And the real thing that coronavirus affected in our job was we were releasing a crowdfunding for this project, this ambitious project. Yeah. And everything that concern this kind of projects and everything else, it's a pretty tight schedule to do this, organizing horses, as you can see, and locations and the crew and actors and everything. So this coronavirus literally fucked up our schedule completely. We had to interrupt the entire work for a couple of months and trying to find the right way and the right moment to restart, to reschedule everything. And I mean, it's an hard job. Yeah, it's been an hard job because we got 4 or 5 different locations, 9 different people to coordinate, and the actors. I mean, it's been pretty difficult. Yeah. I mean, it's been pretty difficult. Right.
Okay. Now, you mentioned a couple of things there that are absolutely inspiring to me to ask a couple of questions about. And I went ahead and looked it up on Indiegogo, where you guys were able to raise almost $20,000 Canadian, and it converts it to about 12,000 euro.
Yeah,
right. Which is incredible. So, I mean, take us through that. What was the inspiration to go on to crowdfunding, and is this the first time you guys have done that? I guess just take us through that.
Yeah, it was actually the first time we were doing this kind of crowdfunding thing. We were trying to give our fans and our supporters something new and something that nobody did before. And I mean, we were trying to do something, something different. It was actually the first time, and I mean,
we had no clue about how how much we had to raise to make this happen, because 10 videos for a band like us is not a usual thing. We didn't make 10 videos in our whole life, so this time we had to make something bigger than ever. So we decided that it was a gamble. And we said, okay, we never did it. We don't want to fail, because failing on crowdfunding something is something that for the image of the band is not very
useful.
Yeah, not very useful. It's not very good. So we decided to try this, and we didn't know actually how much we had to raise. We made our count of our calculation
threshold. It was kind of like 10,000
we
bucks.
said, okay, less than 10,000 is not affordable for us. So
it's
go
not,
for it.
I mean, less than 10,000 is not gonna be worth it to go out.
Yeah. But the fun thing is that we scheduled everything way before raising the money. So we said we have to raise this money, and if we can do this, we can raise 10,000. We have to do it anyway, because we scheduled everything. We paid all the guys, and we organized all the shooting. So
all the masks, all the clothes, and the guys were booked before the horses and everything. They were booked before the music raiser.
Yeah, so it was a gamble,
Yeah, exactly. If this crowdfunding wasn't, I mean, it got. If we couldn't raise the threshold, I mean, we were
fucked up.
Yeah, right, completely.
Yeah,
completely, because I mean, we had no idea how to pay all the things. I mean, it's not an affordable amount of money, but for a band like us, it would be absolutely too much, definitely.
But fortunately, everything went well. Yeah, so we're very proud of it. Proud of our fans. Proud of ourselves, because we made a thing that we didn't know if it was working or not. So first time, and I don't think it's gonna be the last time, but I don't know actually. But it's been a challenge, a very good challenge actually. We spent 6 months in anxiety and pain,
working on it,
not sleeping, but it was worth it, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely. For now, yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, for all those months and anxiety, I mean, the music videos are absolutely incredible. You've got the costumes. Yeah, I mean, I guess take us through this album. What is the goal of the album? You guys have sequential music videos that are being made. It looks like some kind of a witch or something is being chased by some kind of a hierarchical order of sorts. From what I can guess, and she's captured. So she's going to be, I don't know what, drawn and quartered or whatever you do to witches. What is this album, or did I just give it all away?
Okay, can I?
Absolutely. He's the master.
Just yeah. Basically, you plotted the story. The plot is this. So we got Eleanor, that is a girl, and she found this strange object, the heart of stone, this black small stone, okay, and she doesn't know what to do exactly with it, but she's trying to make a ritual to be in contact with a great entity, a greater entity, okay. So doing this, the Holy Inquisition finds her and captures her and says, "You're a witch. You're doing something wrong," and they taken her to their, as you said, their headquarters, they on their prisons, okay, and she's gonna be tortured. She's gonna be inquired, examined, judged, and charged by witchcraft, and then she makes some dreams. She has some visions. She will reach contact with this entity anyway, and at the end she can do this. She can this anyway. Her destiny was to perform this ritual, to fulfill the ritual, and to make something, and
that we're gonna see in the future.
yeah, we're gonna see in the future in the next episode. Follow the next episode. Yeah, and we wanted to give this opera a serious look, because I don't think that anyone did it before, and if they did, they didn't tell me. So I don't know, but I think this is a pretty new thing for the music industry, and yes, this is another gamble we did.
A couple of gambling boys.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Now, you mentioned that it's an opera. Take us through that. What goes into crafting an opera? I'm going to play dumb. What is an opera?
Okay.
It's for you.
And how do you turn an opera into a death metal record?
Okay.
I think the first thing is you have to imagine and create a story in your mind. I mean, you have to be able to design a story and build characters and, give them a life. And then you have to write down about them and create an entire environment and all the situation that you can, put your character in. And from that time on, to give them a life, you have just to design them, give them a shape, give them a face or a mask or a costume and everything, and trying to tell everybody a story about your characters. And once you got everything in your mind straight like this, he can, because I am not definitely, write the music about them.
Yeah.
And you make them dances and with this music and make this opera come true.
Yeah, he's right. I mean, I think that for at least my process, our process is like thinking about a concept, thinking about what that concept would look like, what is the story, what you want to talk about. Like you're writing a romance, a book, and then I think that is the most effective way to make music for something that is in your mind, as you said. So you gotta imagine the story, the characters, that you give them life in your mind, and then you can make music on them. Usually, that's what I do usually, and I think it worked this time. Oh, to be to be honest, these days now we are working on the new album, on the next album. We had already a great meeting, and we had a lot of brainstorming, and we had new ideas, and I think we reached the goal for what's going to be the next album, and we're working on it right now.
We should stop it because you're gonna fuck up my Christmas present for you.
Fuck, you gotta. Oh,
really? Maybe.
Oh, he's got a fucking present for me. He loves me.
That he does.
Okay.
Beautiful. Well, and speaking of Christmas, you guys are going to be releasing this album right around Christmas time. This interview might even air right around that time. I think I'm probably going to be airing this probably around December-ish anyway. But yeah, no, it's great to hear more from you guys. I know you mentioned you guys are working on the next album. Maybe are you guys going to be doing the Indiegogo thing again? Get more horses, maybe get better beer.
For now, not really. I mean, we're still hoping that all of this thing, because we're working still on the next album, but it's just like dinner time and ideas, constructing the base things on the ideas. It's just kind of like brainstorming thing. But because we still have a lot of work in this, designing all the merchandise, and we are working with how's it called, regista?
Director,
the director and the video director to building up all the videos.
We're still mounting. Editing all the.
We shoot everything, but we're still wondering and thinking about ideas. How it's always moving forward work. It's not seems that it's bigger than what we're thinking about.
yeah.
So for the next album, of course, we are thinking something bigger. Definitely,
bigger. That's what we
definitely
have
bigger.
to do. We can't do something less than this one.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely. So, and we already know how to use the budget for the next
Yeah.
one.
no more horses.
No more. No,
All the
maybe no more horses.
No more horses. The budget is gonna go to another figure, to another element of the
Yeah,
opera.
and it's probably, I would say, if you or not,
yeah.
if something that it's a kind of a collaborations maybe that nobody did before. It's
Yeah.
totally different. I mean,
another new thing.
another new way to think collaboration in music.
Yeah.
Okay.
Totally.
Okay. Beautiful.
About crowdfunding, I don't know.
We'll see.
I can't say. I don't know.
Okay. Because it's always curious to me when bands do the crowdfunding thing for the first time. I'm always curious because a couple of bands anyway that I've had on have had great success with it. They're raising, 11, 12, 15,000 euro. And they're completely surprised by that. So, does it become a modus operandi, from then on to do the crowdfunding thing? Or is it like, well, that was fun. Let's do something else next time. So I'm always curious, especially with, some new plans coming along.
I don't know. I mean, we actually liked it. We loved it. It was hard for us because it was the first time.
Yeah,
actually.
it was not definitely fun. I mean,
it wasn't fun, but and still not fun because we're still working to deliver all the goods to the guys. So we're still working on it. It's been like a year working on it. So it's not like you do it. Yeah,
and ciao,
cheers.
ciao,
Yeah,
bye,
everybody
bye.
is fine. Okay, it's it's a super. For us, we're not.
it is a kind of responsibilities. I mean, we got in advance the money from the fans and supporters, and they're are expecting something from us.
Yeah,
it's not just like, hey man, give me the money and we're gonna make a big party or something like that. It's not hard work for us. It's a responsibility. And we're still working on it very hard, pretty much day by day.
Yeah, it gives you a little anxiety every day until everything is set up and delivered and fulfilled. But I don't think it's gonna be an isolated thing. Yeah, I think that we can do it again because if the people is happy with it and if people likes it, because sometimes people think that crowdfunding is like asking money to the people, like elemosina, or you just say
for charity.
Yeah, like charity. Okay, sometimes people think that bands doing this kind of thing, like crowdfunding, is like charity, asking charity to people, but it's not. It's like a pre-order or something. And you have to work hard to make it happen. So I think that if if the people react good to this and it's going to be worth it, yes, we're going to make it again and again. And it depends on the budget we want to spend. It depends on what are we thinking about for the next album. I think we're going to need more budget for the next album. Like we want to make everything bigger because no sense for us at this point of our career.
Same level.
Yeah. We don't want to stay flat on our level, so we want to raise the level every time. So if we can do it,
I mean, still gambling, talking. I mean, there's no any kind of company or something in the world that in his mind is stay on the same level all the time.
You don't want to stay where you are.
Yeah, it's always thinking bigger to get bigger and do something bigger and great for yourself, first of all. And because, I mean, music is something that comes from your heart and from your personality.
Yeah.
But everything great from the supporters you have, gain much more supporters and people who, believe in what you're doing and give them something that, your heart and your experience and everything. This is the way we think music.
This is how we think about our music, our job, our band. So it's not just a hobby. It's not just a way to spend our free time. It's something that defines us. So we wanted to raise it to the next level every time. And if crowdfunding can do it the next time, why not? Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. All right. Well, boys, that concludes all of my questions. Unless there's anything that you were hoping I was going to ask that you wanted to chat about, then let me know. Otherwise, I just wanted to thank you for coming on to the Rock Metal Podcast.
Man, we just thank you for having us on your show. And I'm sorry, but I have a call with the Eclipse Records right now in 5. No, it's like I had it like 1 minute ago. So yeah, yeah.
All right. You tell them boys I say hi.
Hi, man. Thank you.
Thank
to you and your son.
Thank you for having us, dude.
Okay.
You're welcome. Cheers and ciao.
Ciao.
Ciao, man.